Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. I've just watched the video that narcissists don't commit suicide, only threaten. I just wanted to confirm, warn others that this is true and what to look out for. I know I've shared some details, but I need to include a brief summary so this makes sense in case I skipped this part in the past. My entire extended family, immigrants, all grandparents, is like the Borg. Resistance is futile. You must be assimilated. You could literally put them all in one house and scream at the top of your lungs, "All you fuckers need to stop touching me," and they would pause for a minute and then turn to each other and just keep talking. Seriously. Not even joking a bit. To the best of my knowledge, it's a huge family. Only 4 of us escaped successfully and geographically. Myself, my brother, and 2 third cousins. Of these, again to my knowledge, 3 of us have seriously but not successfully attempted suicide. My brother OD'd on sleeping pills and was in a brief coma. My cousin shot himself in the mouth with a 9mm and lived. I tried several times on purpose and had other things happen where I should have died, but didn't. The last cousin literally vanished off the earth. We thought she'd been murdered. She popped up one day married to someone famous in the 80s. That marriage didn't last, and she ended up in county jail for some sort of domestic violence, so who knows what happened there. The weird thing is, it's just the U.S. It's just us. Those who escaped. Everyone still living in that cesspool is still alive and kicking. It feels like we were just too cursed to die. That's what leaving the Borg gets you, at first anyway, alone. No voices in your head, no one to help you pretend that everything is okay. In fact, quite the opposite. People in your life are saying that they are worried about you. I share this in hopes of warning people fixating to do the leaving. Be prepared. Understand it's hard to leave everything you know behind. It's even sick as fuck and you know it. No one else has attempted suicide to the point they were hospitalized. Some are dead from accidents, addiction, etc., but there isn't one in those who stayed plugged in that committed suicide. The above sort of answers my second question. I cringe when you have an enabler rant. Literally. I know that I enabled his bad behavior. He would blow all the money in the account and I would cover the bills and clean up the mess. I cleaned up a lot of messes. I know that I failed my children in some ways. There was indeed a line in regard to being physical with the kids that he would not cross, but I definitely failed in the emotional mental area. Not for a lack of trying necessarily, but being ill-equipped when being with someone who literally ran circles around me with manipulations and gaslighting. Well, it's not like I stood much of a chance of success. I'm sorry, I don't mean to minimize what I did. I have had gut-wrenching conversations with my grown children about their experiences with him. We all know what he is now, and none of us are in contact with him. We are all no contact by choice and have been very successful with it. He's not very persistent with them as he has a new victim. At any rate, are all enablers evil? Were some of you just ignorant? I never took pleasure in the way he treated others and often jumped in to save them. Not a physical thing, but the verbal abuse. Are there really people who enable and enjoy it? Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of enablers who are actually a covert narcissist themselves who get off on it. Yeah. I guess the question that I'm really attempting to ask very badly up until, I guess that is the question I am attempting to ask very badly up until this point. Well, it sounds like you're questioning yourself, is what it sounds like. That's all for now, but at the rate things are spilling out of my brain, there could be more later. I don't know, and again, I apologize in advance. It's not like you can just talk or ask anyone else. Anonymous. Well, I think you're having a lot of guilt issues with your own behavior in regards to the narcissist in your own family and who you were married to. This anonymous has done I've done a few stories with. The narcissist will confess to draw you back in, and when the narcissist sends in the monster. I think that was the other one. And the narcissist has no time to believe their own lies. So this is the 4th video I'm doing for this anonymous. Okay, and it's funny, not funny, but isn't it odd? You know, I did that video about narcissists committing suicide, that they don't do it, they force others to do it, and here's your example. Of the 4 people that escaped the family, 2 committed suicide, 1 attempted, and the other one they don't know what the hell happened to. That's the dynamic. The question you're having now is, did you enable all this? I would say this: if you're asking yourself the question, then you have a lot of things that you still haven't brought to the surface. You may have jumped in on some things, but I'm sure there are things that are bothering you that you didn't jump in about. Spots that you're realizing that you could have and you didn't for whatever reason, whether it be comfort, money, I don't know. Fear, I don't know. The real question you gotta at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself was were you getting anything out of it? Were you the one pulling the strings behind the narcissist? And based on your other stories, no. You weren't. This is the after effects of no contact from narcissists who will drive you to suicide. And I'm sure you got a lot of guilt over that. You got a lot of guilt over the 2 that committed suicide. And now you're questioning your own role in all of it. And that's where I think you are. That the narcissist has you questioning your own role in the abuse. That's a question only you can answer. But to answer your question, do all enablers enjoy it? No, but most do. Because a good portion of enablers are covert narcissists pulling the strings of the overt narcissist and hiding behind it. And if that's your fear, you got to ask yourself, did you enjoy it? So you can answer that question yourself. Did you admit you're an enabler? Did you enjoy it? If no, why are you asking the question? If you didn't enjoy it, then you're not quite the enabler you thought you were. If you did enjoy it, well, then you gotta ask yourself a much different set of questions. But here's the thing. The true narcissist, the true sociopath, they don't ask because they don't care. Bottom line. So no, I would alleviate your guilt on that one. Because the true narcissistic sociopath, they don't ask because they don't care. So I hope that helps. Thank you, Anonymous, for another contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance.